In today's video, I'll show you how you can blur in DaVinci Resolve. So let's get started. So here we are in DaVinci Resolve, and in here we are in the Edit tab, and from here we just need to duplicate our clip just like this. So you want to hold down your Alt key while dragging the clip to duplicate it, and then once you're here, you want to go click on the Color tab next. Now, you want to add a node. So how you can do that is right click on this points right here. So for example, here in the green, I'm going to right click and click on add node and add serial. And then this way we would now have this other one. Now you could also rename this node for organizational purposes. So I'm going to go and type in blur. So you could do that by right clicking and going into node label. Next is that you want to go here into the shape. So click here on the shape icon so that you'd be able to select what shape you would want for the mask or for the blur. Like for example, I would want a square mask. So I just simply need to click here on the square shape and then we would now have it right here. And now you can position that where you'd want the blur to be. So I would want it here on the face. So I'm just going to make it thinner right here. So you could adjust that by using the blue and the magenta points. So basically the magenta here is the feather right there. And then once you're now satisfied with this shape on how it would look on the object or the face of your choosing, the next thing is that you want to go here into effects. And now you want to search for blur. Or you could go for directional, Gaussian, mosaic, and many more depending on what kind of blur you'd want. In my case, I just want mosaic blur because I want that pixelated blur, and I'm gonna drag it here into the node that we have created. And now that we have it, you can now navigate here into the settings, and now you can put the toggle or this slider for the pixel frequency, and then you'd be able to see that it is now blurred depending on the type of blur that you have chosen. And now is that next is we would need to track this so that it would stay on the face when the subject is moving. So click here on the track icon. Now in here is that you want to click here on this icon and make sure your playhead is at the beginning, so it would track from the beginning. And then as you can see, it is now tracking and we just need to wait for it to finish. And then once it's finished, we will now have this result. As you can see, we now have blurred a certain object or a face, or you could even do a whole screen. Then in that case, you don't need to do the tracking stuff. So that's it. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.